Hi guys and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 22, and it's time to continue our season of 2009 within MotoGP 22 with Marco Melandri, and it's time for my home GP of Donington Park. So in a qualifying that didn't go quite as expected, we are struggling somewhat, but we're going to try and do our best to fight back against the AI here on 120% difficulty, and that is not a good start for us. We're going to try and hopefully get back a few positions and fight through the pack to get to the front, because don't forget, the man in second place right now is leading the championship just ahead of us by 4 points. So my goal here is to try and get back at Stoner and get some points, and look how we've managed to recover so quickly here in Donington, up through with the old hairpin. We are leading the Grand Prix, and I feel pretty good here. It's just racing against the AI on this difficulty in the practice and qualifying was tough to beat, as Hayden goes around the outside, at least held on as we tried to go through, but now into Coppice. Ooh, thought we were going to end up whacking into the back of the GP9, but we're not close enough to make a lunge. Hayden's still hanging there in first place, but from us to start from the third row and attack here, it's been a pretty successful race, I would say, so far. Good stuff coming in for the number 33. Quick change of direction there as well, as I'm trying to stay on board the track, and we are now into the lead. What a start. I didn't expect this going into the practice and then qualifying. After that concluded, I thought this was going to be a very, very difficult weekend. But so far, we've got a second advance to Hayden. What is going on with the AI? Stone has dropped off the podium. He's actually dropped down to 5th. What an opportunity for us to take big points away. This is another very interesting video for me as well, because if you caught the last video in Laguna Seca yesterday, you'll know how much I was struggling with getting used to this game again. I've been playing a lot of Isle of Man 3, and getting here to this, it's been difficult. It feels strange. The bikes don't handle the same. There's a lot more weight in the TT3 game, and now coming to this, it does feel somewhat strange, but I put the effort in, I put the time in, and I'm guessing this could be a chance for us to finally get back to where we should be, and that is to finish on top step of podiums, or at the very least to finish on the podium. And this has been a rather unexpected race. 1.7 seconds quicker from Nicky Hayden. Now, don't get me wrong, the AI here in MotoGP 22, regardless of the difficulty, but today's difficulty is at 120% AI, they do get strong towards the latter stage of the race. Are we going to see that in effect today? We might be 2 seconds now, but what's it going to be towards the end of this video? We are only running power setting 1 simply for the fact to keep things interesting and to make the competition a little bit more balanced, as if we run anything from 2 or 3, we are pretty much going to decimate the competition, and I don't really want to do that. I think it's not very interesting to watch, and nor is it that fun for me to commentate on, so we are using the lowest power setting. So across the line, it's a 1:26.723 for Marco Melandri. I can assure you that the lap times in practice and qualifying were not that slow. They were significantly quicker, and I really hope that MotoGP 23 finds that balance. Oh, what a mistake going into the old hairpin, going into Hollywood and then making a mistake into the change of direction from the Craner curves to 4. Certainly cost us time, but we are still leading this Grand Prix. Stoner down there in 5th means that we will be leading the championship at the conclusion of the Great British Round here in Donington Park. But now, getting back to what I was discussing earlier, MotoGP 23, yes, I hope they balance that out better. I want practice, qualifying, and the races to be indicative of what you're supposed to expect. I don't want to see lap times that are significantly quicker in practice and qualifying to then go into the race and they don't get anywhere near them. I do appreciate that they do go quicker in practice and qualifying, even in real life, but sometimes the race, they can yield results where they're even quicker there. In the game, it's never the same. Fair enough, you're going to drop maybe a couple of tenths or maybe a second, but dropping 2 or 3 seconds in a race? Yeah, that's a lot. That is a hell of a lot. Going into Goddard's then for turn 11, we will be crossing the line with 4 seconds advantage over Chris Vermeulen in second. 4 seconds. I am still not at my best yet in MotoGP 22. This is the hardest difficulty AI, and we are on the reduced power option. Crazy. Anyway, I digress for now. As we go into Craner Curves and then into the old hairpin, this gives me an opportunity to ask you guys to hit that subscribe button. If you're still watching the video at this point and you're enjoying it, it does help the video and the channel out a lot if you hit both the like and the subscribe button. Of course, subscribing is optional, and so is like, so it's entirely up to you. But we're having a pretty good race so far, and the opportunities to do so, you might not always get that opportunity, so it's best to take it whilst you can. Right. Out of Coppice, I've just noticed the gap has dropped down to 3.3, 3.4. It's nothing to get particularly excited about, but it's something to notice. As I mentioned at the earlier stages of this video, the AI does get better and stronger towards the end of the races. Are we going to see that in effect? I actually hope so. I would relish in an opportunity to face the AI, and I've just also noticed, where is Casey Stoner? Stoner is no longer in the top 8. Nicky Hayden's going backwards rapidly, as this is one of the strangest top 8s I've ever seen in MotoGP. This is probably the second time in about 2 or 3 races we've had a strange podium. In fact, make that 3 times. And that's the first lap time that we have no longer been the fastest on track. Christopher Mullen on board the Suzuki, 3.2 seconds behind, a 1:26.653 for the Aussie. Is Vermeulen going to pull something incredible off here? The 2 Suzukis are looking at 2 and 3. What a result that would be for the Himamatsu factory. Tosland and Edwards, another couple of teammates down there in 4th and 6th, split by the Laguna Seca winner of Randy de Punier, and Hayden and Stoner down there in 7th and 8th. The factory duo, the GP9s, are going backwards, and I tell you what, that gap is coming down. This is not over, and we keep making mistakes like that, and they could be within 2 seconds quicker than I can ask you to hit the like button. Ooh, this is going to be fascinating. We have lost time, and the stress and the pressure could be getting to Melandri here. Back onto the brakes we go, into the very difficult right-hander of the Melbourne Loop. Into the tight hairpin. Very nice entry going into the right-hander there. 1.8 seconds was the gap a moment ago. What's it going to be in a moment? Oh, if Vermeulen sets the fastest lap, he could be right there with us in a few more laps. We will have 3 more laps remaining. Across the line for us, it's a 1:27.532. Nothing special about that lap time. Vermeulen has crossed the line and there's been no improvement. Gabor Talmashi back into the top 8. A lot of confidence coming from Laguna Seca in round 6. He's using it to his advantage here today. Quite strong into the old hairpin. Not quite as confident with moving the bike across into the right-hander there. Still doing the TT Isle of Man stuff where you either move too early or you brake a little bit too early as well. Of course, the brakes do feel significantly different compared to MotoGP 22. Nice bit of a wheelie coming out of McLean's there as we now dive into the right for Coppice. 2.2 seconds. My eyes are fixated in that top left-hand corner of your screen. Just staring at it intently to see what the gap is going to be. Into the foggy S's for the 6th time of asking. As we go into the right, that's again losing more time. 0.5 of a second. We are losing on this lap. Vermeulen has got the gap down to less than 2 seconds. Are we going to see an incredible finish here in Donington Park? Oh, I'm ready for it. Oh, we gained back a lot of time coming out of the Melbourne Loop, though. Very strong into Goddard's as well. That could go into our favour. I don't know whose side you guys are on. Do you want to see a battle? Or are you happy for me to lead the way? I guess you'll have to let me know in the comments section down below. How do you feel about these sort of races where we lead at the front and just churn out the lap times? Had some pretty consistent pace there, as a matter of fact. Couple of lap times with a couple of tenths deviation. It's not the worst performance I've done, but under pressure now, 1.5 seconds is the split. Vermeulen and Loris Capirossi are on their way. Are they going to run out of time, or are they going to have a chance? The gap is a second for the right of Oh, Vermeulen's gone down. Oh, and Capirossi went with him. That's changed the complexion of this Donington Park race. Oh, what a blunder. And yet, well, they temporarily were still in 5th and 6th. Vermeulen's still there in 5th. Casey Stoner in 7th, so we are, of course, taking the championship lead after Donington. But what a gift. What a gift. Thank you, Vermeulen. Thank you, Capirossi. I will take this gift and I will cherish it. But I would like the receipt and return it for 25 crucial points. Thank you, Suzuki's. Oh, but I've got to be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed because I was looking forward to the battle that which could potentially take it. Oh, goodness me. Strong into Goddard's has lost a significant amount of time, but we have a gap a mile long. James Toseland is looking at his first MotoGP podium at home. JT is back. JT is coming for the podium here in Donington Park. Dovizioso, the actual winner of the 2009 Grand Prix, is down in 8th. As we go into the right-hand side for the old hairpin for the final time of today's video. What a performance. What a way to bounce back. A podium in Laguna Seca after playing TT Isle of Man 3 for so long. And now a victory here in Donington Park. I don't think I could have timed that in the championship any better. Donington Park, I adore this circuit. It's brilliant. I'm going there again this year, as a matter of fact, for the World Superbike race. So if you're going to be there, let me know. I'm more than happy to come and meet the aces. But back to the action, as we'll be tackling, what, 4 more corners now. The S's have been tackled with pure style as we just run across onto the grass there as we had a wheelie. But we are going into the Melbourne Loop for the final time of today's video. The final time of asking. 25 crucial championship points are going to the way of the number 33. Stoner, he really missed out today. He should have taken more than that. They had a 1-2 to start this Grand Prix. They're down there in 6th and 7th. Too many what-ifs, what could be's, but we'll get a wheelie across the line. Celebrations for the fans as Melandri wins in Donington Park. So Depunier back-to-back podiums for the Frenchman, and JT gets his first British podium here today, with Marco Melandri taking the 25 crucial championship points. So feast your eyes on the championship standings as Marco Melandri now leads the way, 11 points clear from Stoner and 52 clear from Jorge Lorenzo. But guys, thanks for watching the video. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comments section down below, and I will see you in the next video. Consider joining the DrAce pit crew with a link in the description, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.